All right, metal roof leaking, and we've done many leak repairs on all the roofs around here, but they have another one over the winter. It iced up and it dammed up, and we assume it's somewhere on the seam here. You cannot tell. Let me show you something. You never have to coat a roof if there's no rust. There's no rust. No ways you have to coat this roof. Only thing is find a leak. Now all the screws has been addressed. You can see the turbo poly seal covered every screw. So it's not leaking around any screw here. So we assume it's this seam or this screw. You can see the rust around the screw. All right. And I'm going to show you how to go about repairing this. So this is very common, and it will help you if you just follow these steps. All right. First of all, I determined around 20 feet in, 20 feet up, and I'm assuming it's somewhere here. All right, so I just take my angle grinder and brush. I take all the, you can see this is dirt. Look at it, it's my finger's dirty. You cannot just go and brush anything over there. Okay. I'm taking the dirt off. Look at it. Looks much better now. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to go over dust. See the dust there's embedded? Look at it. Look at my finger, black. It doesn't stick to dust. So clean, brush it off with a steel brush, and you get it nice and clean, and that's it. And you wipe it off, and then that's a nice surface to work on, okay? Let me show you how to do it. After I've mixed it, okay, it's mixed, I coat this. Very simple. Easiest way to fix a seam, a leaky seam on a metal roof, okay? And then you put your fleece on, okay? So I start here, and I put the fleece over the seam. I don't go over the screws. Put my fleece over that, and that's it. That will seal it. It will not break, it will not crack. But you cannot put a sealant over a seam without a fleece. You cannot do that. You cannot. It doesn't work. It will crack. The sealant will just crack. It never works. So you have to put a fleece wherever you put a sealant over a seam, okay? I go over my fleece, and that's it. Now, very important, windy today. You don't have a gap in these corners. Make sure the fleece is lying flat, conforming to the ridges of the roof. Otherwise, the water will come in and it will cause a problem. So, watch me. I make sure my fleece is squished into that corner. There's no gap. Very, very important. Otherwise, you're gonna cause problems for yourself. Okay. Now, when I coat this, the coat over the fleece, and I dab every screw. Now you can see these screws has been dabbed before, but I just dab a screw. I never put the fleece over the screw. Just like that, okay? And you're done. So this seam is now secure. It's not gonna leak here. If it did leak here, I wanna show you now how to take care of a screw. I have a screw that looks like that's caused the leak, and I'm going to show you now. Okay. Look at it. See the gap there? Okay. So. Oh, look at it. See? Look at the gap here. See the gap here? You don't want that. So you got to bring your fleece all the way there. Let me see. All right. You don't want that gap. So make sure you put your fleece down all the way. No gaps. That is so important. Most people miss that and they call me and say they have a leak. It's still leaking. It's because there's a gap. You don't want that gap, okay? All right, so now let me show you how I take care of a screw. Same thing. I'm going to show you what went wrong, and then I want to show you how to take care of it. So let me finish this, and then I take you to a screw. I'm going to show you. Notice I always stop at the top of a seam here. I don't stop at the bottom. I always stop at the top like that, okay? And I dab the screws. Make sure they are dabbed. This is now taken care of. Let me show you how a screw is done. Let me take you to the screw. A sealer was put around this screw here. And look, I took it up and I never sealed properly. So here's the problem. Okay, I think this is it. You have to take the screw out. Let me see. You can see the neoprene washer has rust on it. It was not sealing properly. You see that? You can see that there's a coating there. So you don't want that. So what you do is you take the screw out and then grind this clean. All right, and then you put a bigger screw in. You cannot put the same size screw in. It's not the right thing to do. I put a bigger screw in, like that. Okay. See, there's a bigger screw, and look at the neoprene washer. Everything is nice, okay? And look, there's still a little bit rust there. Okay, no more rust, okay. And all I do is I coat the screw with a little dab of turbo, and okay, this will not leak anymore and will not rust here. That's it. That's how you take care of it, okay? Thank you. Thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video.